Two states, two different outcomes.
What?
Squatters.
You are a meathead.
In California, you had a woman trying to defend her home by kicking squatters out. She was arrested.
What the fuck?
We go to New York. Same situation, except this one ended tragically.
Fuck.
The woman wasn't arrested. She was killed.
Why? Why? Why?
I'm Jazz Borganzo, and this.
Please disperse. Nothing to see here, please.
So what's next? What's up, everyone? Jazz Borganzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Tuesday. Well, these stories have popped up a lot over the last several weeks, but unfortunately, you have ones that ended up in arrests and others ended up more tragic. Two states, two different outcomes. You had California. You had one woman who showed up at her home trying to kick the squatters out. I own the home. The squatter supposedly bought the home, but couldn't prove, purchase. The woman's like, no, my home. I've got the deed. It's legit. It's my home. Get him out of here. They didn't arrest the squatters. They arrested her. Of course, that case is pending. We go to we go to New York. Same situation. This one in an apartment. Woman shows up, my apartment. Hey, tries to kick the squatters out. But instead of getting arrested, the woman was murdered for defending her home. Welcome to Biden's America, folks. And here we go. This comes out of Daily Wire. Teen squatters taken into custody after woman found dead in a duffel bag. Look at that. I'm sure their parents are very proud. Two teenagers wanted in connection to the killing of a 52-year-old Nadia Vitels after she reportedly was found them squatting in a New York apartment have been taken into custody. Vitels and two teens, Haley Tatata, 19, and Kensley Alston, 18, got into a confrontation earlier this month when Vitels went to her late mother's apartment and found the pair occupying the home. The 52-year-old later was found stuffed in a duffel bag inside the apartment after Vitels' son went to the apartment to check on her. A medical examiner determined that Vitels died of blunt force trauma to the head. She reportedly had multiple facial fractures, a brain bleed, and broken ribs. Tahada and Alston were also arrested. Tahada and Alston were arrested in PA after a car accident. The pair were driving Vitels' Lexus. But if you ask some people, they didn't do anything wrong. Both Haley Tahada and Kensley Alston were taken into custody in the 200 block of Liberty Court, New York, PA, on charges of receiving stolen property. A press release from the U.S. Marshal's Office, the charges stem from a motor vehicle accident that happened on March 13th of 24, when the vehicle that Kensley Alston was driving collided with another vehicle, causing an accident in the 5,000 block of Jonestown Road in Dauphin County, PA. It was later discovered that the vehicle belonged to the murder victim out of Kips Bay, New York. The press release noted that the investigators were able to identify both Tahada and Alston as the persons of interest related to the homicide of Vitels. The pair faced possible extradition back to New York. Possible extradition? No, they should have been in a patrol car going 90 miles an hour back to New York to face these pieces of shit. Squatters have become an increased problem in cities across the country in the wake of the pandemic. A leftist push for tenants' rights in conjunction with pandemic-related eviction moratoriums are believed to have spurred the crisis. No. Really? Just last month, a woman in Queens, New York, named Adele Andoloro was arrested for changing the locks on her own $1 million home in an attempt to remove at least 3 people who were squatting. She was arrested for changing the locks of her own fucking house. In early February, a property was taken over by the squatters, who locked out Andoloro out of her home. When local news took cameras to the property to investigate the matter, Andoloro was able to briefly get into her home after one female squatter left the door unlocked. She then had a locksmith change the locks. But then just 10 minutes later, 2 male squatters came back to the home and forced themselves inside. The squatters then called the cops on Andoloro, the homeowner, and she was arrested for, quote, unlawful eviction. In New York, squatters have rights after just 30 days. It's against the law for property owners to turn off utilities, remove belongings, change the locks. Property owners have taken squatters to court, a legal avenue that can take months or possible years to resolve. Gotta love America, I'll tell you. Cities like Philly, Los Angeles, Atlanta have also seen alarming trends in legal occupied homes. For example, the National Rentals Home Council in January found that around 1,200 homes have been broken into with squatters. And that was just in metro Atlanta. Some politicians are now taking on the issue. In Republican-controlled Florida, yes, in the savage state of Florida, one macho man, Ron DeSavage, earlier this month passed HB 621, which allows property owners to request action by law enforcement to have the immediate removal of squatters that could lead to criminal penalties. Lawmakers in Alabama has also advanced a Republican-sponsored HB 182, which gives property owners the right to have squatters removed by force within 24 hours after signing a sworn affidavit. My thoughts. I mentioned California in the beginning. I saw that on a TikTok stream that a woman in California was arrested for defending her home. She changed out the locks of her home. But no. I'm sorry, but how dare you offend the squatters? And then this situation in New York and in several cities. A woman comes home to defend her friend, check out her mom's home, which technically is hers. It was passed down to her. But yet, she was arrested for changing the locks. And when the situation got more tragic, unfortunately, she ended up dead, stuffed in a duffel bag. Funny how the media is not talking about this. Funny how these are stories that just get memory hold, and I love it. I love it. It's the memory hole. I love it. It's convenient. It's like the black hole. You can just keep on throwing stories after stories after stories in there, and it never gets full. There's never a floor. The media keeps on throwing stories like the trans shooters that have hit a number of cities and states. Just had one in Bensalem, Pennsylvania. That just got conveniently memory hold. There's nothing to see here. Nothing to see here as the whole house is burning down. Nothing to see here. The quote, Frank Drebin. But this situation is absolutely ridiculous. When you got pieces of shit breaking into your house, and it's your house, and it's your house. Oh, I'm sorry, let me emphasize, it's your house, your property. You have every right to defend your property from invasion. Every time it's under the Constitution. You have that protection. You have that right. So if you're living at the house and someone breaks into your home, you have every right to defend your home however you see fit. Under the First and Second Amendment. But if you don't live in the home and someone breaks into your home and starts living there, you have no rights to kick them out. Because of squatters' rights, not your rights. Fuck that noise. Fuck it all. You as property owner have every right to determine who lives in your house. And if you have to take certain measures to end it, do it. The quote, Shia LaBeouf. Do it. I've got no issues. But are things going to change in New York? With the woman who was stuffed in a duffel bag for defending her home? Are there going to be laws passed? Is there going to be, the Nadell's law, that stops squatters from breaking into your house and living in your home, even though it may be an empty property? Doesn't matter. You still own the home. It's still your house. No. This will get dusted under the rug. It'll get pushed to the back burners. It'll get tossed in the memory hole, because this is what happens when you have a blue state. When you live in blue states, and let me correct myself on that, because there are a number of red states also who have shitty squatter laws like this that need to be squashed. And I mean need to be eliminated. Squatters have zero rights. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue to spread the word about the show. We appreciate you guys very much. Help it continue to grow. And we'll see you next time. Peace.